In this video, I'm going to tell you why I feel like Acorns is one of the best investing apps for new investors out there, and then I'm also going to tell you why I might be leaving. What's up guys, my name is Darren Jackson. Welcome back to the channel. And as I've said before in the past couple of videos, I have a bunch of different brokerage apps. Well, not a bunch, maybe like 3 or 4, and they all do something different for me. And one of those is Acorns. So Acorns is a robo-advisor / automated investing app. And what that means is that it automatically invests your money into a stock portfolio that it creates itself. Whenever you first initiate your account with Acorns, it's gonna ask you a series of questions based off how much you're saving, how much you know about investing. And from there, it's going to pick for you or suggest for you the type of portfolio from its selection of portfolios that you should invest into through Acorns. But of course, throughout your journey, you can change that. Now, the portfolios they have range between conservative all the way to aggressive. And no matter which portfolio you choose, your money is going to be divided amongst 7,000 different stocks and bonds. But whichever one you choose is going to help adjust how much you're investing in between each. So for me, for example, I have a moderately aggressive portfolio. I believe that's in the middle. Now with Acorns, I think the biggest thing they're known for is their round up feature. Now the round up feature basically invests your spare change into one of those portfolios that you choose. So for example, let's say I go to the store and I buy a bag of coffee for $4.50. It'll take that remaining 50 cents and debit that out of my account, which will create a total debit of $5. But it'll also take that 50 cents and put it into whichever portfolio I choose, which will then be invested into the long run. So investing on the go, it's a really cool feature. And with that feature, you can link it up with your personal debit card from your bank if Acorns recognizes your bank, so preferably you're banking with a huge company, or the Acorns debit card. Just hold that thought, we'll get to that later. Now, all these features are great in my personal opinion. However, I still will probably end up leaving. Now, I've had my Acorns app since August of last year, and it's done pretty well for me so far. But over time, as you go investing, you want to spend more time making money as opposed to losing money over time. So with that being said, one of the reasons why I'm leaving is fees. Graham Stephan actually reminded me that if you just add one letter to the word fee, you get free. But then if you take one letter out of free, you get fee, and it's a double-sided coin. Changes your emotion, it really sucks. So with Acorns, when you sign up, you have 3 different types of accounts you can choose from. You have light, personal, and family. And it's actually pretty different from what it was before, but we'll touch on parts of that later as I go through this. So for $1 a month, you can choose light. And light will give you the opportunity to use roundups on a personal debit card that you may have with a huge bank to invest into a portfolio of your choosing. It also gives you features such as being able to review different articles that may help you on your investing journey, especially as a beginner, and it gives you the found money feature. Found money is basically different companies that work with Acorns, and whenever you purchase something through your personal debit card account that's linked to your Acorns account, it will either invest a certain percentage of that money, or it will give you some cash back like $5 or $10 that it will invest into your portfolio. So if you're already using those companies, the feature is actually pretty convenient and pretty cool. Now you can upgrade to the personal account for $3 a month. The personal account gives you all that, and it gives you the spend feature, which comes in the Acorns debit card, which is unfortunately the biggest reason, or one of the biggest reasons why I got this portfolio last year. It's metal. It's cool. I mean, my waitress, when I first got it, thought I had money. I mean, I do, but I'm spending it over time. The irony of it all. But you get a metal debit card, so it is kind of cool. It's heavy and all that stuff. And it allows you to use that card that you can load money onto to do everything that you were doing with your own personal debit card, just in case you want to split things up. Of course, if you have an employer with direct deposit, you can put direct deposit onto there, or you can just put money from an original account every single day or every week, whatever. And also the personal version gives you the later feature, which is all of your retirement accounts. It does give you the feature to open an IRA. So that part is actually really cool. Then you have the family version. So for $5 a month, not only can you get the spend account, the later account opportunities, the roundup features, the invest into the portfolio with the articles that can help you as a beginner, but you also get the opportunity to invest through kids accounts. So if you have a child or you have a younger brother or sister or whatever, you can set up that account, which will help them save money very early, and that's for $5 a month. So now whenever you create your Acorns account, you have these 3 to pick from. But what really sucks is that pretty recently, the Lite account was free for students that were 21 and younger, but apparently that's not it anymore. I Google searched it and it looks like I confirmed that it wasn't. And before that, I checked the Acorns app and it looks like you gotta pay $1 a month. Now, $1 a month doesn't seem like a lot. It's $12 a year in comparison to what you may be putting into the app, but considering that there are a lot of other apps out there that are free, that's still a bit. And for me, it's even worse because I have the personal account. And that leads me to the other reason, not just the fees, but the fees as opposed to what I actually spend on the card. So I put in $10 a week. So if we're assuming there's 52 weeks in a year, that's $520 a year that I'm putting into my debit card, not actually using. And the account itself is charging me $3 a month or $36 a year. That's 7% that I'm actually being charged from that account based off what I'm putting it into, not what's actually being invested, which is significantly less because it's taking your spare change and investing that, not the full amount. So basically, I'm being charged even more for comparing to what I'm being charged versus what's actually being invested. I think I have invested in this year span about $235 that I've made altogether, and I think that's off a $25, $30 growth. And out of that $36, I mean, that's a lot. That's almost what, maybe 12, 14%, just thinking off the top of my head, as opposed to taking that $36 and putting it into a dividend account like AT&T that right now is under $30 and gives you a 7% dividend yield. And despite the fact it's not crazy growth, I can still reinvest that into AT&T every single year and watch my dividend growth and my overall growth slowly grow over time. But instead of doing that, I'm spending $36 a year. Again, I sound pretty crazy, but as you start investing more and you start caring about money more, as you learn more about the value of the dollar, you're trying to save every single dollar that you can. On top of that, I'm paying a fee for a checking account. Now, there are checking accounts out there that have fees, but they also have ways to waive the fees, such as direct deposit or transfers or transactions and stuff like that. But even then, there's also accounts that give you dividends every single month. My primary checking account with my credit union gives me dividends every single month. But instead of using that, I have this card that charges me every single month, even more, significantly more than I'm making from my regular bank. So I'm losing even more money. And on top of that, there are a bunch of other investing apps that allow you to invest short-term, mid-term, or long-term, however way you see fit, for absolutely free. Robinhood gives you a free stock when you sign up for them. Webull and M1 Finance require a deposit, but the deposit's not a fee, it's a deposit. It goes towards your portfolio. So all these are more beneficial for you because all the money you're putting towards it out the gate is simply for you. With Acorns, you're having to spend every single month. And again, if you're putting more money into it than I am, if you're putting double of what I am and you're spending even more, then that $3 a month or $36 a year isn't as significant, but it's still there. So all in all, I'm not saying that Acorns is a bad investment app to download and use. I think it's really beneficial, let's say if you're a college student that's always used to spending money on things and you don't really do well with saving and you're a little too nervous with investing, you can take that round up change and put it towards an investment app and actually save while watching your money grow over time without really thinking about it, even though you are sacrificing $3 a month. Maybe that's not something that's important to you at the moment, but something like this will help, especially because I'm not really sure how many banks out there have checking accounts with the roundup feature, let alone with a roundup feature that goes towards investing. I just really think there's better out there. So I am considering closing it out. But let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below. Let me know, do you actually have the Acorns app? How has it been for you? How much do you invest into it every week or month or year? What do you guys think about it? Because maybe there's something I'm missing, but it's just my personal opinion. So I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you watch some of these other videos that I hope help you in your investing journey as they have in mine. And until next time, take care.